Too much ale and a man's heart is laid open for all to see. Better to fight and fall than to live without hope. Ill is the result of letting fear rule thine actions. Where wolf's ears are, wolf's teeth are near. Ill it is to take love from another man's wife. Kinsmen to kinsmen should be true. To take up great resolutions and then to lay them aside only ends in dishonor. Stand by your own trial and not by what others say. Fight your foes in the field, nor be burnt in your house. Fear not death, for the hour of your doom is set, and none may escape it. When men meet foes and fight, better is stout heart than sharp sword. Oftentimes it is not numbers that wins the victory, but those who fare forward with the most vigor. With many who come to power and honor, pride keeps pace with promotion. Even in the sheath the sword must be sharp, so too must the mind and the spirit be within the body. The thrall alone takes instant vengeance, the coward never. Only a coward waits to be taken like a lamb from the fold or a fox from a trap. No one is a total fool if he knows when to hold his tongue. Not every cloud which darkens the day brings rain. Nothing good can happen to people who break their solemn vows. Ill it is to abandon honor and integrity in exchange for injustice and greed. Let not thy mind be overmuch crossed by unwise men at thronged meetings of folk, for oft these speak worse than they wot of, lest thou be called a dastard, and art minded to think that thou art even as is said, slay such and one on another day, and so reward his ugly talk. There is more honor in accumulating little by little than in reaching for the sky and ending up flat on your face. It is an old custom for the wisest to give way. Often is there regret for saying too much, and seldom regret for saying too little. A person's actions are often worse than their intentions. Stubbornness brings either greater humiliation or greater honor. When truth and fairness are different from what is law, better it is to follow truth and fairness. A person should not agree today to what they'll regret tomorrow. Wisdom is welcome wherever it comes from. Gold is little comfort for the kinsman dead. Never cheat your master. Who can't defend the wealth they have must die, or share with the rover bold. Great deeds and ill deeds often fall within each other's shadow. When faring on journeys, ward yourself well. Take not harbor near the highway, for thereby dwell many ill wights for men's bewilderment. Who can say what sorrow seemingly carefree folk bear to their life's end? Trust not him whose father, brother, or other kin you have slain, no matter how young he be, for often grows the wolf in the child. Better to die with honor than live with shame. A wounded coward lies low. Oft one finds, when the foe he meets, that he is not the bravest of all. Anybody who offends a more powerful man can hardly expect to wear out many more new shirts. He falls not whom true friends help forward on his way. Give kind heed to the dead, sick dead, see dead, or word dead. Treat their bodies with respect, and see that they are laid to rest with respect. If you hear the fool's word of a drunken man, strive not with him who is drunk with drink and witless, for often only ill and doom come out of such things. The brave man well shall fight and win, though dull his blade may be. All a people need in order to rise up against tyranny is a leader bold enough to take up the banner. That which has a bad beginning is likely to have a bad ending. Ill is it to do the wrong and leave the right undone. One should not ask more than would be thought fitting. Often it is that what happens to most others will happen to you. Do not expect to make headway with a frail sailcloth. Better a brief spell of honor than a long rule of shame. There is greater consolation than money. He's a wise man who knows himself. Evil grows from evil. Word carries, though mouth stands still. Slow and sure. Let another's wounds be your warning. Every man must plow his own furrow. Bravery is half the victory. Bad counsel comes to a bad end. The bold succeed wheresoever they go. If words leave the lips, they travel. Wrong begets wrong. Many are wise after the event. The counsel of fools is the more misguided, the more of them there are. Numbers cannot skill withstand. A hungry wolf is bound to wage a hard battle. A person should exhibit frith whatever may come, though many wish for good, ill is oft the more mighty. It may often be that those live long who are slain with words alone. Never swear false oaths, great and grim is the reward for the breaking of troth. A man should have his plans worked out before he enters into great undertakings or incites others to them. One should warn even a dim-witted troll if he sits naked by a fire. The fool is busy in everyone's business but his own. You can hardly expect any peace for troublemakers. Many breakers of battle axes are more brag than brains. Often it is that anger is blind to the truth. It is their lot who stand with the great that they enjoy high honors and are more respected than others, but stand often in danger of their lives. Everyone has some friend, even among his enemies. Better it is to have a lower position in life and be free than to have a position of power only to be subject to the will of another. Many a man keeps his word of foster brothership, but middlingly well. There are few things for which a match cannot be found. Be kind to friend and kin, and reward not their trespasses against you. Bear and forbear, and win for yourself thereby long enduring praise of men. Short is the hour for acting, and long the hour for feasting. The longer the vengeance is drawn out, the more satisfying it will be. Ill is the result of being more given to big talk than using one's wits. The hand turns to its wonted skill, and that which was learned in youth is always most familiar. It often happens that he who gets a death wound yet avenges himself. It may go well at first for those who try to lord it over others, but they may find things more difficult as time goes by. The king's palace is an easy place to enter but hard to leave. Seldom will a voyage go well if the men are at odds. For whoso comes amongst many shall one day find that no one man is by so far the mightiest of all. The more folk stand in the way of two hearts that yearn for each other, the hotter the flame of love waxes. For with law shall our land be built up and settled, and with lawlessness wasted and spoiled. It can be expected that a man who has a lot on his mind will not always be careful enough. More people prefer the worst side of a story which has two versions. Many a fair skin hides a foul mind. It often happens that things go by turns. It is better to ride a whole wagon home. Beware of those who speak fairly but think falsely. Many travels, many fortunes. There's no excusing the man who rejects the truth once it's proven. There is a time for everything. All should be told to a friend. Gossip often leads to trouble. A small bird makes a small catch. He with a short knife must try again. All things happen in threes. Reaps a bad reward. What is done shall be told all the same. Never reach around a door for the handle. It takes time to know people. It is best not to believe what no one else believes. When ill seed has been sown, so an ill crop will spring from it. Boldly do men talk from a distance. Best it is for man's words to seek peace when it is possible. Likely is ill the result when words of slander fly. Wise men hold at that distance is the cure of rage. It is better to keep one's oath. Varied will be his fortunes who fares far. Alone is it seemly to hold truly to troth given. What people wish they soon believe. The common always love what is new. The fire seems hottest to a burned man. Beggars always want to be choosers. Many a trifle happens at eve. A rotten branch will be found in every tree. Sorrow is lightened by being brought out openly. Lo, the mocker's fame lies. He knows all who knows when to stop. Least said, soonest mended. Eagles should show their claws, though dying. Only idlers wait till evening. Every day bring ill luck. Forethought is better than afterthought. A miser can never give a gift without a snag. The one you trust most can disappoint you most. It's better to be betrayed than to trust no one. It is good to have two mouths for the two kinds of speech. There are few more certain tokens of ill than not to know how to accept the good. Better to take warning early than late. Be warned by another's woe. Where fault can be found, the good is ignored. When one wolf hunts for another, he may eat the prey. Old friends are the last to break away. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Pride and wrong often end badly. The cattle are like their master. You can't provide for everything. What brothers own jointly is best seen together. Work not done. Needs no reward. Everyone is master of his own words. The guess of the wise is truth. One man's tale is but half a tale. The unjust man prospers ill. Hard words break no bones. Sweet to the eye is that which is seen. The king has many ears. Birds of a feather flock most together. Few are bold in old age that are cowardly in childhood. The run of the game is decided by the first move. What is tested is known. No man is his own creator. The overpraised are the worst deceivers. One evil is mended by a worse one. No might against many. Who dares, wins. Ward thy words well, for they may seem more hasty later than they do now. A wise man does all things in moderation. No one is a total fool if he can be silent. Never break the peace which good and true men make between you and others.